Hello, you sleek, beautiful video game you and gamers of YouTube land. I'm the AntiHeroDrink, and as always, gamers, thank you for choosing to tune in. So, I'm playing Strike Suit Zero for the PC. Sorry, the name always tricks me up. And I want to go talk about Sony's Project Morpheus and VR technology. Naturally, I talked about this and I touched upon this in another video, talking about how I thought it was really great, and I have the Oculus Rift, and playing horror games are really a great immersion for this, and have been really fun. And I still agree with that statement that horror games are really actually fucking fun. Balls out fucking fun for this. But, I mean, there have been other games like this one I'm playing right now. It's more closer to a flight simulator that's pretty fun. I played a little bit of Skyrim, I played a little bit of Fallout with the technology just to go see what it would be like, and I've had some fun and things around that nature. But to everybody who's saying this is a gimmick, that gaming, that that gaming is always going to be the same it is, haha, I have a controller, I have a monitor, why would I want a peripheral, what's that going to go do, how's that going to go change anything? Yeah, like, I'm never going to use a controller again. Seriously, I'm using a controller right now. Getting my ass handed to me a bit, but that's okay. That's okay. I barely play this game that much. Seeing that I have a long backlist of video games, including RPG video games that I need to go touch upon. But that aside, I'm really great. It's really great that Sony's actually getting dev support for Project Morpheus. And the Oculus Rift is working on their own dev support, and devs seem to be behind VR technology. That means we're just one step closer to .hack, or, for the newer generation, Sword Art Online. We're just one step closer to actually having games like that. And I do believe once this technology kicks off in the right way, and people can start playing their MMOs and whatnot, and full-on RPGs where they're actually allowed to embody their character and become their fucking character, shit will get fucking crazy, because I will damn sure be supporting the hell out of that technology then. There's no way in hell you can go tell me that if Oculus or Sony's Project Morpheus made .hack or Sword Art Online, that I wouldn't want to go get in on that or have a piece of that. That would be fun as fuck, and I'm definitely keeping my fingers crossed that one day I'm going to actually get to experience that. That's what I'm hoping for. But to all the naysayers, like, I've seen Rich talk about it, I've seen Razorfist talk about it, I've seen Alpha Omega Sin yell chaos. A lot of people in the gaming community talk about the gimmickiness of this. There isn't a lot of use for it. That this isn't the de facto thing to fall back on. And they're right, it's not. When I play a video game, I get my controller first. I always get my controller first. It's been like that for years. You're right, this is a second thought to me. I sometimes choose to say, oh, I can go play this game with my Oculus Rift, and I do it. And they're right. So, not everybody's going to go take to this idea of using a peripheral for gaming. Not everybody's going to want to go plug it in. They're right. Yo, Chaos know this 100%. The Oculus Rift is a pain in the fucking ass to fucking plug in. There are just too many wires, on top of all the other wires that I already have to go plug into my PC. I have to go add more wires just to go get this thing running. So, yeah. You know what? They really screwed the pooch on that, and hopefully down the line, the devs for this actually come to realize that this should be one fucking USB plug, not a USB plug, an HDMI cord, or an HDMI cord into a DVD-I cord, and all this other fucking shit. Yeah, that's fucking annoying. And again, Yell Chaos nailed that one completely and perfectly. It is a fucking pain in the ass to hook up. But something that I got into, because I listen to a lot of Alpha Omega Sin, and he plays a lot of horror games, that one thing that I will preach about the Oculus Rift, and I'll still say to this day, playing fucking horror games rocks with this technology. And you just have to experience it to see what the fucking hype about it is. It is fun. It is a new immersion. And despite everything I might agree with a lot of people like Rich, Yell Chaos, Alpha Omega Sin, everybody who's been saying that, you know what, this isn't the facto, this is not the thing to fall back on. When you plug in a fucking horror game, that's different. That shit changes everything. This isn't de facto to fall back on. I'm looking fucking pretty damn psyched for the Evil Within to drop, because I want to go see what it's going to look like with my Oculus Rift. Hell, if Project Morpheus is out, and it comes out at a reasonable price point that I can afford it, I'm going to go look forward to playing my PS4 on that. with fucking my headset. Hell yeah! Horror games are fucking the shit with fucking VR technology. And you could go debate the fact that, oh, well, you still have a controller, it still is. I mean, how much different could it fucking be? Until you play it, you have no idea what you're fucking missing out on. It is a fun, rewarding fucking experience, and enjoyable at best. I've had a blast playing, as I said, Outlast, Quarantine, the Slender Man series, and a little bit of Stalker on the PC. So I can't wait for next-gen gaming to go take this technology and actually put out some fucking badass, beastly fucking horror games to be played on this. And with the PS4 pushing for that indie push, there are a couple of horror games coming out this year that are looking pretty fucking sweet, and they're going to be pretty fucking fun to play with VR technology. So there are games that are actually defending the point that this might be actually, you know what, the definitive de facto to fall back on. But until more people get the technology, until more people have it in their homes, I guess it's only a handful of people that can actually talk upon it. Again, I'm not disagreeing with Alpha Omega saying, Rich from Review Tech USA. I still state that there are a lot of things that, you know what, conventional gaming does and that this headset will not provide for. And then we're only talking about one genre of video games, which is horror, which I defend to death, where I say, yeah, there's a real reason for actually playing with your Oculus Rift if you're trying to check out a horror game. But outside of that, I can't go say, what, RPGs are going to go actually fucking change? No. I can't go say that FPSs are going to go change. Hell, they might change. That's really interesting, but I don't play too many FPSs. So when the technology gets out here and it's affordable for gamers, then we're going to go see if or if not it's going to go really take hold. And I think that's going to go be the one thing that's really going to go set it apart. Is this affordable for gamers? I paid $300 for my Oculus Rift. This is going to be the last thing I touch on. Like I said, I paid $300 for my Oculus Rift, and to some people, that might be a lot for a peripheral. That might be a lot for something that you're just going to go put on your face, and it's only going to go work for a handful of games. Seeing that I'm only defending horror games, it's a really hard sell for anybody. If you're going to tell them like $300 gets you this, and horror games are going to go be so different, they're never going to go be the same. That's a fucking hard sell for anybody. So hopefully, when the final version of the Oculus Rift gets out here, they actually come upon a way of making it more accessible for gamers. And I know this is ongoing with the Oculus Rift, and that they do want to make it accessible for people to actually have the technology in their home. So now it's all it is just getting people to play the games. And the more accessible it is, the more likely people will be to play the games. Sony's Project Morpheus, I have no idea what they're going to go ask for a price point. I know they have some VR headset out right now that also works with games, sort of like the Oculus. And that thing's $1,000. I'll put a link in the description. But I blew my gasket because I was like, there's no way a gamer's going to go get into that. Like, it's not accessible, it's not affordable, and this mission is going to fucking kill me. But, yeah, it's not accessible and it's not affordable for your average gamer. The person that does this as a fucking hobby. Like Chaos said, the guy who works 9 to 10 or whatever, comes fucking home, has kids, only has a couple of minutes to go enjoy himself, and he just wants to game for a bit. He's not going to go try to go dish out an additional $1,000 for a peripheral. Or maybe even an additional $300 for a peripheral. And the price point is really what's going to separate this. Anyway, that's my thoughts and that's my feelings on the Oculus Rift, Sony's Project Morpheus, and the future of, well, not so much the future when I think about it, but the upcoming events of virtual reality gaming. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for listening so long, and as always, I'm the AntiHeroDrink. Peace and later, gamers.